I hope we enjoyed the class and we
What is
got
the name
as
about?
much as we can from it. Sorry, I say something, Mr.
What
Sojide.
is the name about?
So, what did you say, sir?
What is the name in the chat about?
I can't hear you. Can you probably you type in the comments?
It's an attendance. Attendance.
Okay, okay.
Oh, okay. So today will be. Yesterday we discussed the concept of digital marketing. We explained what digital marketing was. We compared digital marketing to digital marketing to traditional marketing, and we gave reasons why digital marketing is most preferred, why it is better, and why you should be in that space. Yeah. Then we went further to talk about inbound and outbound marketing. Yesterday we gave differences between these two, where inbound marketing is more of what digital marketing is about, which is informative digital content targeted at specific audience, while outbound is just you doing what you know, just putting those messages out there and expecting miracles to happen. You just putting your billboards somewhere, placing your adverts on TVs, and you expect people to just come in and all of that. While inbound is more specific, audience specific. It is more the messaging is tailored, personalized communication, which was one of the reasons why. So inbound marketing is most of the time uh, uh, a partnership with is it in partnership now, or I'll say is most of the time a form of a digital marketing, while the outbound is in most cases traditional marketing, right? So which is why we gave why digital marketing was superior to traditional marketing in terms of personalized communication, in terms of data. You have data, customer data, in terms of let me check once again, in terms of personalized data. You have a virtual and augmented reality, artificial intelligence. There's transparency as well. You will see analytics is cost effective. It's way cheaper than any other form of marketing in sense of traditional marketing now. So today, while we were discussing inbound marketing now, we talked about the importance of content, right? Having content that are audience specific. So which drives us to our next topic now for today, which is content marketing. Content marketing. So from the image here, you can see the image on the slide here now. You see where we have audience, we have news, we have podcasts, we have videos, we have newsletters, we have strategy. So in short, content marketing is basically creating valuable content for targeted at your audience. So it's basically you creating valuable content targeted at your audience. So when we look at it like this now, compared to outbound marketing, which is traditional marketing, in the back in the days when you want to run adverts, what you just do, what businesses just do, is they just post their adverts on wherever platform, to newspaper, TV, radio, everything is just come and buy this thing, come and buy whatever they are selling, buy. So it got to a point where it became boring to the audience. Everybody is screaming buy. So you are not different from the other person. So why should I buy from you? I have somebody that has been in the business for long. For example, let's say probably let's say okay, for phone now, let's say first first phones, like let's say the Motorola's and the Nokia's, they've been in business for so long, and you are coming to the market. What do you have that is making you stand out? What is special about your communication that would attract a percentage of the audience on from your competitor to your side? So that was how content marketing came to be. So content marketing is a strategy where you create valuable content to your specific audience. So the idea is to subtly create content that your people will find, your targeted audience will find valuable. So once they find those content valuable, then you try to build trust. Then you try to make yourself, you try to stamp your authority as an industry expert, depending on what type of business you are running. So basically, that is what content marketing is about in short. So a proper definition would be content marketing is a marketing strategy used to attract, engage, and retain audience by creating and sharing relevant articles. It can be articles that are blog articles, videos, podcasts, and other media. This approach establishes expertise, promotes brand awareness, and keeps your business top of mind when it's time to buy. So what you will notice when we were yesterday, we talked about customer journey is rare, and you guys are also on the internet. You use social media every day. It's quite rare where you see people, where you see an advert online, then immediately you buy. Like you see something on Instagram now and you just click buy and pay money. It's rare for you to do that. Most of the time what you do is once you see an ad, you try to get familiar with the brand, where you check out their page, you check out their website, you kind of slow down a bit and see if you can get more and more information about the business before you actually make a purchase, right? So the idea of content marketing is to offer valuable content and information about your brand before a customer can make a purchase. So whenever they are ready to make a purchase, they have it on top of your mind. I remember one time when I wanted to buy a football jerseys, then I saw an ad. The ad was actually about how you can know original jerseys from fake jerseys. So seeing that, I was educated about, okay, now if I want to buy a jersey, I know the difference between this and this jersey. Then it kind of gave me this impression about the seller that, okay, whenever I'm ready to buy this my jersey now, I have to buy from this person because the person looks like somebody I can trust, right? So which is the overall essence of digital market, of content marketing. You try to give value first. You give value to your audience, then so that you can buy their trust. So when we talk about content marketing, that's why we said it's a strategy. These things are strategies that you have to put in place in developing your overall digital marketing strategy. Your content marketing is key and important. Here you have to run the ads, you have to create campaigns, but you also have to give value first. Because when everybody is screaming buy, 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 what do you have that is making you stand out? Are you selling perfume? Why not give people insights on the type of perfumes to buy? What perfumes are good for male? What perfumes should females buy? What perfumes combo can they use that will give so and so smell? I have people that I follow on Instagram that do this thing. They stand out from the normal person that just post and say buy this perfume, buy this perfume. Or you sell clothes. Why not create video content? And video content is very important and key in content marketing, because now we have the TikTok, we have the Reels, where everybody's just watching short form videos and all of that. So you utilize those platforms and you try to sell whatever you are selling. So whatever brand you have, whatever business you are marketing, you are working for, content marketing has to be a pivotal in your overall strategy. You have to make it key and make it important, because without it, you are just going to sound like every other person, which is also why we were talking about lead generation yesterday, where I gave an example of HubSpot, and I said I was trying to download a template, content planning template. Then they asked me to drop my email. So because they are giving me value now, it's easier for me to give them my email rather than just give them my email without value. Does also HubSpot necessarily have to create marketing templates? No, but they need to do these things so that they can stamp their place and cement their spot as a brand authority, as somebody who knows what they are doing in their field. So it also applies to personal branding and also business for businesses. If you have a personal brand, why do these influencers stand out? They try to give value. So what should be your most priority in developing your content, your strategy should be to give value. First of all, you give value, and that value allows you to what you attract, you engage, and you retain. So what type of content, what type of contents are there for you to use? You have articles, you have videos, you have a podcast, vlog, and using influencers as well. All these things come together to infographics as well are part of it. But the most important ones that would really give you the right results is video marketing. Once you have videos, once you can create short form videos, 15 to 30-second videos, and people tend to relate more to it because everybody is on the go, they're on their mobile device. They can even watch your video without turning the sound on, which is also why it's advisable whenever you create video content, if you can add subtitles to it, where people can actually read text and not, so people might be in the office, they want to check your video, they can just watch it without putting the sound on. So that is the content marketing. So let's talk about a little bit of stats about it. Businesses with blogs get 67% more leads than other companies. So when you have a blog now, which is also part of when we talk about SEO, search engine optimization, you need to have a blog. Once you have a website now, you have a website, your website tells people to buy. You need to have a blog where you can actually give people insights on things to do and things not to do. You have you're selling skincare products, tell them what skincare product is good for a particular skin type, and all of these things. Informing and educating your audience would make them trust you more. So these things can only happen. The only means you can do this thing is through blog articles, through your social media platforms, through podcasts, vlogging, and all of that. So you can see yesterday I was talking about GTB having Indani TV. Have you heard of Indani TV on YouTube? Indani TV, yeah. So I think that's from GTB. So does a bank necessarily have to have a TV show? But it's because they are trying to connect with their audience, which are from time GTB has always have this mantra of trying to be the youthful bank. So they have shows like this, the Indani TV, they have the GTB fashion show, they have the GTB food and drink. All these things, do other banks do them? Not necessarily, but they have these things in place just so they can attract, engage, and retain their audience. They can connect with their audience. So their audience have this soft spot for brands that do these kind of things. When you look at it in a way, most of the it's rare before you can see GTB being dragged on Twitter or in any case like that, like having issues with customers, just because they create this kind of relationship. It creates a business to customer relationship that kinds of gives you an edge and makes you have this they make them have this soft spot for you. And so it's important that you have a content marketing plan and content marketing strategy for your business. So now we move to I've defined content marketing. I'm going to drop a link where you can watch a video. I presented my presentation on importance of content marketing in digital marketing. I'll drop the link here. So these are resources that I feel we should check out because they will be important in understanding what digital. Mr. Obara has left again. I hope he can join in. So they will be important in letting you understand what content marketing is. So we are going to, today we'll be talking about content plan. We'll be talking about calendar templates, content plan and the calendar templates and softwares you can use for planning your content. So before you can eventually have a working content marketing strategy, you need to have a plan, right? You need to have a plan on what type of content are you working with, what type of content are you going to be posting on your and what channels are you going to be using. So most of the time, like I said, the blog social media, YouTube are important places where you can post content. So yeah, we'll discuss. I'll share links to templates for content marketing plans that you can use for your content marketing plans. Then I'm going to also show you a couple of content marketing. Just a second, please. Of content calendars that you can also use. So it gives you an idea of what a content plan should look like for any kind of business. What should be at the back of your mind is creating value. Once you are ready to give value, then you look for these contents. You can make them into blog articles, you can make them into videos, you can make them into infographics. I'm trying to. Oh, okay. You can't copy, so I'm just going to drop the link on WhatsApp. Yeah, thank you. Okay. So I'm trying to drop the link on WhatsApp now. Okay. So it's a video content you watch. You can see digital content marketing, importance of it, and strategies you can use for content marketing. I would advise you watch these things because tests to be set based on them. Can I see emojis, please? Can you just drop emojis to know you guys are following me? Because people, I don't know, so that we know everybody is in sync. If I'm not seeing emojis from, okay, Stephanie is here. Oyedele, Ekundayo, Mr. Barrow. Okay, so I'm seeing emojis now. Yeah. So I just dropped a link to free content plan templates that you can download. So it makes it easier for you to develop your content. It's important that before you start creating content, you need to have a plan. You need to have specific days, specific time. What time are you posting based on your audience, based on what you are selling? You need to have a plan. You need to have, and you also have to check out your competitors, what they are doing as well, so that you can be up to date in what type of content you are trying to create. I want to show you a content plan I created. Just a second. And we are also going to, yeah, I'm going to show you that. Just a second, please. So you can check your WhatsApp now. I've dropped the links to content plan templates. Then I'm also going to, there are a couple of softwares you can use for content planning and also scheduling. We have Hootsuite. Hootsuite is a scheduling platform. You can also, where it allows you to plan your contents. You schedule them according to time. There is Buffer as well. So I will just, these are content planning tools here. I think everybody has access to this document, right? Yeah. So this is a sample of what a content calendar looks like. You don't necessarily, if you want to use the templates, you can do that, but you can also have something simple like this. So let me share this tab instead. So this is more of a content calendar for HackCity now. So here we have weekdays, we have the content guide, we have depending on how many number of content. So first things first, is advisable to post at a minimum of 1 to 2 content per day on your social media platform. So whatever platform, if it's for social media, for example, posting 1 to 2 times a day is good. For blog now, writing 1 blog article in a week or 2 is okay. Then for video content on YouTube, depending on resources you have, you can also post video content twice a week. But for social media, it's important to know that there are a lot of accounts, your competitors are posting consistently, so you also have to post. Can you see my screen? You can see this content calendar, right? Can I get a yes? Okay, yes, thank you. So I've shared a couple of templates with you, but I'm going to, you can use those templates, but you can also use something like this. So it's always important to know what the objectives are. Like I said, is important to give value, right? It's important to give value, and you also look at what people are doing in your space. Whatever business you are doing, check out what people are doing. Then look for ways you can give value. Look for ways you can educate your audience, right? It's important to educate your audience. Once you give them value for free, once they see that you can give them things for free in terms of education about your product, education about how they can use your product, they tend to trust you more and they see you as an industry expert. Like I said, that's the whole idea of the whole content marketing thing, and they trust you, see you as an important somebody they can listen to what they say. So for example, here we have the weekdays, we have the content guide, then we have the post time. It's important to also note post time. When we get to social media marketing, we'll discuss more about how you can get metrics to understand your audience, what time your audience are always online, so you can know what time to post your content. Yeah, and also is allowed to also split test, like I said, A and B testing. Post at different times for a while, see which post performs better, then you leverage on that time. Yeah. So, and there's content format. So for content format, I also said it's important for content for formats. You should always use is videos is quite big. So take advantage of videos, make short form videos, 15 to 16 seconds, vertical videos, horizontal videos. Horizontal videos are always good for YouTube, but vertical videos are good for Instagram Reels, TikTok. But you can also post horizontal videos on Instagram, but it's more or less a post. It won't be a reel, but reels perform better, and TikTok as well. And it's also important when you create these videos, if you can add sounds to them, especially for TikTok and reels, you can always use trending sounds. It will also take your content further. You understand? So it's important to note those things. Yeah, and the platform. So like I said, you should know what platforms do you find your audience mostly and available. What platforms do they use the most? Are they on Twitter? Depending on what business you are doing, are they on LinkedIn? For LinkedIn, most of the time is for B2B businesses. That's business to business. B2B is business to business. B2C is business to customer. So Facebook, are you targeting people who are older? The demographics, are they a bit older, in probably their 40s, kind of? You can always go to Facebook. For IG, you have the 20, 30s, way educated kind of people on IG. Then for Twitter, you have the Gen Zs and the demographics of, let's say, like 18 to like 35, 40, overly educated. Like, you have to understand that every channel, every social media platform has their behavior. So understanding that behavior allows you to know which platform you need to prioritize and which platform you just need to stay away from or have limited use of. So like I said yesterday, that resources are always limited. It's always important to know what platforms you use the most. If you are creating vlogs, longer version video, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, then you can always go to YouTube to do that. You understand? You don't try to you know your content is better explained, like let's say like the Airtel in-law video where you have the Yarimbo and all those actresses and actors. You can't create that kind of content now where and post it on where you have like 15 minutes video. You can't post that on TikTok, for example. You know where you can post at YouTube, right? People go to YouTube, they are ready to watch longer videos. So the behavior of your audience has to, you have to consider that and respect it, and know that each platform have their behavior, what they are doing and what they don't do. For example, we have for Twitter now, you know, the kind of people that are on Twitter, they are just very angry. They are, most of the time they are angry, they want to they are looking for who's going to make mistakes and they are going to drag. Instagram, they don't necessarily do that. Facebook, when you post on Facebook, they can ask you questions and finish you. So you have to understand these platforms. Sometimes I've run out on Facebook and Instagram, and you see when you run out on Facebook now, obvious things they are asking questions. This is this is that, this is this. Not to disrespect your audience, but you kind of understand that the people in this platform now, they might not necessarily have they might not understand things easily. Then you will know your communication to that platform has to be well explanatory and be ready to answer comments and re-explain and re-explain. Compared to IG, is the kinky guys and everybody is like oh, what do I call it now? They are like up to date, trendy, and all of that. Then you know when you post content, they tend to, and also this gives you an idea of the purchasing power of these people on Facebook compared to IG, compared to LinkedIn. For example, on LinkedIn now, if you are running ads on LinkedIn, is way expensive than Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and that also tells you that the quality of people there is high compared to this platform. That is why running ads there is expensive, and the audience there is well tailored and specific. You know, when you are going there, it's formal. Yeah. So these things are why you should always research on platforms that your audience are more conversant with, where they are present, and you know TikTok is for the Gen Zs, the teenagers, dancing. If you are going on TikTok, be ready to dance and all of that stuff. So yeah, so that's important, like I said. So so for Monday now, and also for I talked about the purchasing power. So when you know the specific audience you are targeting, then you know what platform to find them. Then you also know this audience, are they capable of buying this product on this platform? If you know people on this platform will probably not be able to buy your product, why not just move it away from there to a platform where you know the people would not have a problem buying your product? So, and it also boils down to the behavior. Like I said, for Twitter, for example, now running ads on Twitter is more or less what do I call it now? It gives little or no results. People tend to listen more to influencers on Twitter. So this will always shape your strategy and your overall direction you go with your ads. So back to the content calendar. So we have Monday now. For example, here we have motivation, tech quotes, career motivation, because the brand is about trying to get more people into tech. People that might be skeptical about switching careers, people that are trying to find their fit in tech. So there's a motivation quote, tech quote, to kind of give them the ginger on a Monday morning. That sounds okay. Then the second content is about the brand, trying to talk about the selling points, unique selling points, opportunities, and strengths. So it's trying to create brand awareness, like we say, and trying to educate people and talk about there's also something they call FFWA, that's the fears, frustrations, wants, and aspirations. It's important you note that about your audience. You know what their fears are, what their frustrations are, what their wants are, what their aspirations are. So you tailor your communications, and the value you are bringing has to be in line with these FFWAs. Yeah, so you once you create your content tailored to these things, it kind of tick all boxes, and it eats them home. Like they know that okay, this person actually knows me and know what I want. So that's that. Then for Tuesday, we have the tech bro content, trying to celebrate people in tech. Then we have so it's inspirational, kind of. When you celebrate people in tech, they can see that this might be their mentors, people they look up to, and they're like, okay, if this person can do this, I can also do that. So the whole idea of the whole content planning thing, if you whatever business you have, is to understand, is to try to give value. So when you are creating your content calendar, yeah, you give value, but also you educate about your brand. So brand awareness is also important, so you don't get lost in the trying to give value thing, and they just see you as a teacher and not as a seller, right? So you have to balance it. Yes, you are giving value, they know you're an industry expert, but also sell what you want to sell as well. So that's why, so you, when in your content plan, you have the content marketing thing, then you also sell your products as well on one side, but you don't make it all about selling. So then there's the fun and educative content. So these are contents trying to educate people. So also something I should mention. So when you are creating content for Instagram, for example, you should know that single images, they don't do very well like multiple photos as well. So whenever you are planning your calendar, you can see here there's graphics, there's multiple photos, there's real videos. The best thing you can do is reels and multiple photos. Once you have your content, you can create them in infographics, list type of content, 1, 2, 3, swipe for more kind of thing. They perform better. They show up in Instagram Explore faster than just a single image post. So these are things we should also note when we are creating our content. Yeah, then so basically what's in the content calendar is just days of the week, the content guide, the type of content you are creating, your objectives. So you should know the objective. So whenever you have a content type, why am I creating this content? What format is this content going to come out in? Which platform is this content to come out in? Which is the essence of this overall thing. I would probably take a screenshot and drop in the group as well, so you can also use this format if you want, or any other template format you want to use, so you can plan your content. Is everybody here with me? Can I get emojis, please? Emojis, so I know you guys are following. Just the admin sending emojis. So. Okay, Laura is here. Laura, what's that emoji? I don't know. Are you surprised? Are you shocked? The emoji is screaming shocked. Okay, question. Let me just take this question. Yeah, go on. Okay, it's not a question. I thought you raised your hand. Yeah, so moving on. Let's go back to where we were. So I've dropped links to, so yeah, our content. Okay. So when you look at the video, the importance of content marketing is in that video, and also you will find content marketing strategies. These are strategies you can use in planning your content, your overall content. So I would advise you watch that video so you can do that. So now I'm going to drop a link to content calendar and planning softwares. So start drop it on WhatsApp as well. Yeah, so we can also check that out. So let me just show us a bit of buffer, so we know what buffer is. I use buffer, I use Hootsuite, and I use Facebook Business Suite as well. But I'll just show you buffer for a second. So I'm going to share. I have to go to another window entirely. Yeah, share. So if you are planning, sorry, I use I use a small text. Let me increase it so you can see. Yeah. So I think this is good. When it's too big, I don't like it. So this is what buffer looks like. You can always use this to schedule content. It also shows you analytics where you can see what is working, what is not working, what content. Can you guys see my screen? Let me confirm. You can see my screen. Okay. You can see I can't see any messages here anymore after being logged off and back. Yeah, that's the thing. You won't get to see old messages.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
but
can.
you guys can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Mr. Barry is saying no screen. Mr. Barry, can you see my screen, please? Thumbs up if you can. Probably his network then. Yeah, so this is a buffer now. Buffer, there's Hootsuite. So whenever, depending on what you intend, I use buffer before I prefer it. It has a mobile app as well. You can download it on your phone. So here you see analytics. You can add multiple channels. Here you have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You have LinkedIn. You can add TikTok and any other accounts you want to add. You can always change months. So this is for analytics, for example. You can see analytics here. It records analytics on all your platforms, tells you which content is performing better. By going to post here, you can see that you see what contents people like on your page, what contents they want to see. So for example, here we have Facebook is showing the bootcamp post did very well. Yeah, we sponsored it as well. So it's showing you what content. So this kind of shapes your gives you enough information to better improve on your strategy, tells you what you should do and what you should not do. Yeah, then you have the engagement page. So here you can always answer your comments. You can see comments here. And here you can invite your team. There are other apps that you can buffer for Android, yeah, which is if you have using iPhone as well, you can download the mobile app here. So what this does in essence is it allows you schedule your content. So if you have for example, this is your calendar now, you have a calendar here now. You can always showing you these are automated calendars. So there are softwares like well, that's what I said about SaaS yesterday, software as a service. There are a lot of software tools you might eventually get to use instead that automates everything you do. But what the problem I have with buffer now is most of these contents have to be ready before you can actually add them to your calendar. So once you click then you can add whatever it is you want to add. It doesn't allow for that means your graphics has to be ready and every other thing has to be ready. But another platform you can use is a Planable. So for Planable now, this already wants to add his name. For Planable now, you can Google that. That allows you to schedule to create a calendar just like you can do on Excel without having to have the content without having the content ready. So you can do that with Planable. But overall, you can also do it with Excel. If you are not sharing with any other person, I think it's better you just use Excel. So, yeah, so that's a buffer. So these are your contents. You can always plan your content here. If you have any ideas, you can create your idea here. You write whatever you want to write. You jot it down here, then you save whatever idea you have. Content. These are tools you can use. Then you create idea. Jot your idea down. So the idea appears here. So you can always delete it. You can now take it from here, then create a graphics for it and whatever. Then you add it to your calendar here. So for example, if I go to the month view now, then I click on let's say month, no channels, June. So now you can see this is how it looks like. It shows you all what you've been posting on different platforms. Yeah, shows you like this. So that's what Buffer does. I recommend Buffer more than Hootsuite. I use both, but I prefer Buffer. I've been using Buffer for a very long time. So yeah, Facebook Business Suite. Let me just show you that business. Okay, do you have a question? Okay, go on, Stephanie. You are muted. I don't know if you want to speak. Okay, probably she didn't know she raised her hand or something. Can you post reels with a cover page? Oh, via Buffer. No. I for Buffer, yeah, there are still some issues with it. For example, posting reels is quite difficult. It would if you schedule reels on Buffer now. Once it's time to post, you will get a push notification on your mobile if you are connected to mobile to now post it. So what it does is once you click ready to post, it will take you to your Instagram app and it will copy the caption that you've inputted. Then you now like post it normally. So in that sense, it's just trying to remind you so you don't forget to post at the right time you are supposed to post. Do you get what I'm saying? Did I answer your question? Okay, nice. So yeah, so that's what Buffer does. Okay, Mr. Joseph, you have a question?
Yes, sir. Please, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Does Buffer work like a Meta Business Suite where you schedule a post? It has to do it by itself as long as you schedule it to whatever date and time. Does it work that way? And is it also everything the version everything free, or that we need to pay for some upgraded version?
Yeah, so for Buffer, it's free for I think 2 to 3 channels. Then you have to pay if you're adding more channels. I think you pay is it $4 per channel or so, but you can get it free. So the difference between Buffer and Meta Business is basically is Buffer allows you to add other platforms. For Meta Business is just Facebook and Instagram. For Buffer now, you can add LinkedIn, you can add Twitter. You understand?
All right, thank you.
Yeah, Meta is basically for Facebook and Instagram. So yes, let me just do something. I'm going to let me share my screen again. Just a second. Yeah. So when we get to what do I call it now? Social media marketing, we will explain more on Meta Business Suites and every other thing. Trying to load my yeah, it's taking time to load. Don't know why. So yeah, that's on content planning. So you can I've shared a couple of templates with you that you can use. So here is also another template. So here is also another template somebody has. So you definitely you are going to create your own content calendar at the end of the day. So this is a content calendar, a month view now. On Monday, there's a Facebook post, Pinterest post. Tuesday, there's Instagram. So you can see what a calendar looks like depending on the number of platforms you want to use. This can be done basically on Excel. You can see this is an Excel thing. You can do this on Excel. So depending on what you want to create, for example, this is showing when to post now. The one I showed you earlier was showing you the platforms you have to post, what content types you have to create, what formats are those content. So content plan comes in different layers. You have the overall skeleton where it shows what type of content you are creating. Then once those contents are ready, then you can now talk about having something like this one I'm showing you now, where you know, okay, on Monday we are posting on Facebook, we are posting on Pinterest. But the other one, the first one I showed you, shows you, it gives you an overview of what type of content am I posting, what platform am I posting this content, what time am I posting this content. So there are layers to it. So which was why I shared a couple of templates where you see different layers to your content plan and calendar, basically. So stop sharing. Yeah, so we are going to also look at, let me see if this, okay, is open now. So this is Meta Business Suite, basically. So you have your content here. So it allows you, this also has a mobile version. It has a mobile version. You can have multiple accounts, all your pages will show here. So as long as you're an admin there. So here you have your content, right? You have your content here. You can also use this if you want to plan content, but you have to understand that this works only for Facebook and Instagram. It doesn't work for other platforms. And you can also schedule reels here, but there are always glitches to these things, and because they are online. So these are your contents now. It's showing you published content. You can see these are digital tools. Sometimes they need updates, so you can have glitches. Sometimes you are trying to, so no schedule posts here, because we don't schedule posts here, we use buffer. So if we are using this one now, you can only see your scheduled posts. If you have drafts, things you are probably working on and you are not done with, you can complete them here. So then you have the planner. So the planner is the date kind of view, shows you a calendar view where you more like what I showed you with buffer the other time, just different interfaces. So for the month view now, you can see your content, what content you've posted, what content have gone live. You can also schedule. So if you have your content plan ready and you've created the creatives, that's the images, the videos, for this content now, multiple photos and all of that, reels, you can now schedule all of them here depending on which day you want them to go out and time as well. So that's what this whole planner thing is about on Meta Business Suite. So if you are working only for Facebook and Instagram, for example, you can stick to Meta Business Suite. But if you have other channels you intend to post on, you can always use Buffer. So Buffer allows you to add multiple channels, Pinterest, TikTok, any platform. I think Quora as well, and Reddit. Depending on where you know your audience are, I think you can use Buffer most of the time to connect with them, to schedule posts and post on those platforms. So all you just have to do is to connect your page to Buffer. Once you do that, let me show you if I can show you how to do that now. A second. So yeah, so once, let me share this tab. So on Buffer now, to add, just click here, add channel. You can always add channel here. Yeah, I hope you can see my screen. Let me confirm. I see my screen. So yes, yeah. So there's add channel here. So once you click here, you can connect whichever channel you want to connect. Let's see, there's YouTube. Okay, YouTube is not available. They said notify me when available. So you have Shopify. This Shopify is an online store for people, e-commerce, people who sell online. There's Pinterest, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Google business profile. You can connect your GMB, that's Google My Business. There's a landing page. You can create it here as well. Then you can post content from to your landing page from Buffer. Then there's Mastodon. I don't use this. I think it's a new social channel. I think I heard of it like last week or so. So yeah, YouTube is coming soon. So this is where you connect whatever channel you want to connect. What you just do is click on connect, then they give you the instruction on what to do, then you connect. Yeah. So I think it's $4 per account per channel that you connect to it. Yeah. So so that's basically it. So I'm going to also show you a template for a content doc. So once you have your strategy ready now, you have your strategy ready. It's also I'm using our business as HackCity as a case study for you. So you can always use a template like this. You can always create something else for yourself depending on what you want. So once you have so why Google Docs is I use Google Docs is because now this content now you can have multiple contributors to the content. You might necessarily not be the only one developing content for your business. So we are 1 hour in now. Can I get a thumbs up emojis to know everybody's here? Thank you. I figured it's info at HackCity. Who else? Stephanie. Stephanie and Mr. Tuesday as always following. Let's see. Is Ekundayo here? Okay. Laura, Faith. Okay. So yeah, so I'm going to show you the content docs now. So let me share this tab instead. So now once you have your content plan, which is the content calendar, you have your templates, you've developed your content plan. You have what days am I posting, what time am I posting, which platform am I posting, why am I posting. So when you have those things all sorted, what type of content, what format am I posting? Is it a video? Is it multiple photos? Is it just images? Is it graphics? Are you using cartoons? Are you using stock images and all of that? Once you have those things sorted, then so we now move to, once you have those things sorted, then you move to your content document. So here is a weekly content document that you can use. We have here, so you title it. I know everybody, this is more like using Word, MS Word, but it's for Google now, and this one is Google Docs and it's online. Why this is better is you can add multiple people to contribute to it. It's saved on cloud. You don't necessarily have to worry about did I press save? NEPA took like I did not press save and all of that stuff. So which is why Google Docs is better. Then once you can also see history. You can see version history and see who edited what, who wrote what. So now you have your title. This is always weekly, so we do weekly kind of thing. Then you have your axis, this is not important. So now we move to the days now. So you have already designed your plan. So your plan is what you are following in creating your content document for the week. Then you have stories. Is important to also know that stories is also a good way to engage your audience. So we do Instagram stories. So you have your stories. There's also a plan for this Instagram stories. Let me quickly show you that. Yeah. So share this tab instead. So you see for stories as well, there is a plan for it. The idea is to, like I said, to attract, engage, and retain. So now the story highlights we have for Monday, what type of story, the objectives, the post time, content format, then the platform as well. So it's important. Well, if you are using Facebook and Instagram most of the time, it is important to use stories. So always utilize the tools that each platform gives you. Those things are there for a reason. For example, when Instagram started the Reels thing, because TikTok was buzzing and Thriller, is it Thriller now? There was one Thriller like that. So they had to do Instagram Reels. Then they started prioritizing it in a sense that algorithm would prefer to carry your real video rather than carry your graphics image. You understand? So understanding that when these platforms make this change, when they evolve to or they bring a new feature, they are trying to make you use that feature. So they will do everything behind the scene to make that feature work. So you have to leverage on that and just jump on the trend as soon as possible so you can move with them. So this is the story highlights now. So we are trying to leverage on those tools on stories. So and over time we notice that the what do I call it now? The audience, the views on the stories have increased compared to when we were not doing this. So here we have the story highlights thing. Then we also have this is also a community calendar thing. So these are a lot of work has to go into your planning, your overall content strategy before you start going out there. You have to do the work. You don't just pick your phone and start typing that you want to post for a business, or if you are going to be taken seriously. You have to do the background work and the behind the scene work before you come into so following that calendar is why we have these things here. So you have your Monday motivation, you add the graphics to it. The whole essence of this is so that, and there's also the hashtags. You have to take note of hashtags. I think Instagram allows up to 30 hashtags. Look for trending hashtags in your business. Let me try and see if I can show you how to do that. There are platforms you can use. There is a, let me drop one. So tools. Yeah, there are a lot of tools that you need to use. And the funny thing is you don't even know them like until you start using them. You might be in digital marketing for 2 3 years. You might have used some tools and not come across some tools at all. So yeah, so this is keywordtool.io. Let me quickly show you this, share this tab instead. So I will drop the link also in the chat. Okay, let me drop it on in the group. So this keywordtool.io, initially I started using it when I was working as a YouTube content manager at the time. So what we do is we get keywords that are trending for that. Then I was working on Nollywood movies and all of that. So we get keywords what people are searching for. So you can actually use this to know what people are searching for on Google, for example, which is important when you are trying to build SEO, you are trying to write blog articles, you are trying to run search ads. So it's important to use this Google. Then there's YouTube, there's Binge as well. This is Binge. Binge is not very common. It's like the direct competitor to Google, but it's a search engine as well. But it's mostly used abroad. I think US and Canada use Binge quite more than we do here. I don't think I've seen anyone using Binge in Nigeria, maybe. So there's Amazon, there's eBay. So the idea is to give you keywords that matches your business. So for example, this is Instagram now. So you can also get keywords on Instagram, the hashtags. So you select your country here, then you type your keyword in here. Let's say perfume now, perfume. So you search, let's see. Can I get thumbs up emojis? I know you guys are following me. Yeah. Nice. Nice. Thank you. So yeah, so I'm trying to So the funny thing is you can even use this to search for people as well. So it gives you idea if you are probably looking for influencers now. This is also a way to get influencers when you are trying to do influencer marketing and all of that. So I think my network is kind of slow. It's taking time to load. So I think we'll come back to it. Let me quickly share this Instagram tab now. So now this is Instagram, right? So here now, what you can do, you can also search for hashtags here. So if I search hashtag, can somebody give me an idea of a business or a business you are doing? Somebody should do that for me, please, in the comments. Drop something. Someone should drop something in the comments, please, in the chat box. I don't know if I'm the one that, okay, not on the last page. Okay, jewelry. I'm seeing jewelry. I'm seeing CAC, corporate service, socks business. Okay, where should we start from? Let's start from socks. Okay, so yeah, so just a second. I searched for. Let me share this tab instead. So when I searched for on this Google keywords to keywordstool.io now, I searched for perfume, right? So it brought out 110 hashtags. Instagram allows you to use 30, right? So it's also important that you know that there are keywords to each platforms and try to create content tailored to particular platforms. Even when what people try to do sometimes is you try to create content that works across board. Yeah, it saves you time and resources depending on what resources you have at your disposal. If not, it's always important to try to create content specific to each platform. So the hashtags will also be specific to each platform. So for example, this is Instagram. Now I searched perfume, right? So now we have so because I'm not paying, I can't see search volume. Yeah, there's search volume, there's post average CPC. That's the cost per click, right? We talked about that yesterday. Competition. So if I paid for this now, I'll be able to see other things, other info. So now there is perfume. Perfume, hashtag perfume. You can see hashtag perfume collection, hashtag perfume lovers, perfume addict, perfume community. So you can see these hashtags now. So this is one way to get hashtags, but you also have to know that even though they are trending hashtags, this is perfume cologne. Also note that you have to consider your location. Even when you set location here, sometimes it overlaps, right? So you have to consider your location to be able to target the right hashtag. So once you select these hashtags, something else you can do is, for example, I copy this hashtag now. I come here to Instagram, share this tab instead. Then I type hashtag perfume collection. So it's telling me there are 2 million posts on perfume collection, right? And now let's see if that's the same thing. Yeah, it's saying 19. Okay, perfume collection 2 million. So it's correct. You can see now 2 million, but the search volume is 500. So on average, probably 500 people are searching for this. Then the cost per click for this is 0.11. This is 0.06. So it costs more for you to get a click on perfume than perfume collection. So you probably want to settle for perfume collection instead of just ordinary perfume. This is too generic. A lot of people are probably using this. So now you see perfume collection, 2.9 million posts, perfume collections, 57,000 posts, then perfume collection for women. So perfume collection PH. When you look at this, it's probably Port Harcourt based hashtag. I'm saying PH. I'm not sure it's Port Harcourt, but most of the time you have to also consider your location and look for hashtags that are locally based. You understand? Not just when you just type perfume now, there are millions of people. I don't know if it's even up to billions that are using Instagram. And you are limited, you are constrained by location. You tend to sell to only people in Lagos, to only people in Abuja, to only people, let's say, you want to go big Nigeria. So you don't necessarily have to target everybody across board. So you can see a perfume collection for men, perfume collection lover, perfume collection for women. This might be too small. You might want to stay in between the 57,000, 2007, 5001, 1003. So those are hashtags. Those are how you get your hashtags. You probably want to look for hashtags. If you are in Lagos, hashtag Lagos. Let's say, for example, Lagos now. So you see Lagos business. So for CAC person now, Lagos business might be a good thing to target, right? Lagos business might be a good thing to target. Then we have probably for clothing, Lagos fashion. So for somebody who's probably a photographer now, or somebody who is into events, will target Lagos weddings. Lagos vendor might be something to target as well for a CAC person. I hope you guys are catching up with what I'm saying now. Because I think I've answered the CAC people like that. Right? Yeah, so there's Lagos weddings. I don't know, Lagos babes, probably somebody who runs a what do I call it now? Maybe clothing as well, or maybe a club kind of business. You can also use Lagos. Person can use Lagos babes. Lagos vendor can be for somebody selling online. Can also be for somebody targeting people selling online. So there's Lagos photographer. So depending on your location as well. So you can also look for your location and Lagos brides. Lagos brides for event planning, for photographers, for caterers as well. Lagos wedding. So depending. So these are ways you can always look for hashtag. Somebody said jewelry. So jewelry is quite big. Let's go to keyword2.io, share this tab. Now we're already learning how to research hashtags and sorry, trying to load this thing now. So yeah, for jewelry now, these jewelries, you don't necessarily don't just look at the numbers. I said that because the competition is high. There's 115 million people using hashtag jewelry. You just be another person using it when you use that kind of hashtag. So you always look for less competitive ones so that you don't get lost in it. Yeah, jewelry blogger, probably. These things are still big. So let's say jewelry inspiration, 686,000. Jewelry shop, this is jewelry business, 301,000. These are things you can use. And once you do these things, you can also check your analytics. For example, on Instagram now, when you go to your analytics, you will see, for example, for a particular post, you can see why this post is, what is carrying this post. Where are people seeing it from? Are they seeing it through the hashtag? Are they seeing it through the, what do I call it now? It's just because Instagram does not allow you to do all these things on laptop. I would have shown, say, jewelry PH. Maybe this is Port Harcourt again. So there's jewelry boutique, 314,000. These are things, jewelry gifts for people who might want to gift jewelry handmade. These are things you can target. This is 5 million. All these millions, I don't advise you use them because they are too, the competition is high. So now let's see what results this is bringing for us. It's saying total hashtags 85. So once you are targeting people in jewelry business, for example, now, and you see that you are not getting the kind of hashtags you probably need, then you have to look into their behavior. What is people in this category going to also like? Then you target what they will also like as well. So that was also that part of it. When we get to social media marketing and we are trying to set ads, you won't say because your ad is talking about let's say let's say for example, okay, but I work with a company, there's a water park business now. So your ad is talking about water park. Water park is not very much in Nigeria like that, where you have people having hashtags for it and all of that. What do? You start targeting the behavior. What behavior do these people that would want to come to this water park? What kind of places do they like? So they might probably be frequent travelers, people that are luxury shoppers, people that are high net worth individuals. These are things that you have to consider when you are trying to. So whenever you are trying to target people as well, not don't limit your targeting only to what you are doing, but also look for, like when we were targeting Lagos, we saw Lagos fashion. Jewelry is also part of fashion. You can target that if you are based in Lagos, for example. This is Lagos business hub. This is something people in people for CAC can target as well. Lagos tailor, somebody who is sewing clothes. Lagos thrift store, Lagos skincare for skincare products. Let's say Nigeria. I don't know if do we have people out from other countries except Nigeria here that are not from Nigeria in this class? I don't think so. So this is Nigeria now. Targeting Nigeria is 20 million. I don't advise that. This is Nigerian human hair. I don't know, maybe for people that want to buy human hair, if you are into that business, you can target this. But also Nigerian designer, Nigerian celebrity, Nigerian food, made in Nigeria as much. Nigerian fashion, this is 1.6 million, quite big. So Nigerians in diaspora, if you have a business that is targeted at people outside Nigeria, you can always use something like this. Nigerian air, people that sell air, Nigerian fashion, you can also target this. For Nigerian air, for somebody in a jewelry business, you can target air as well. Females are the ones probably going to buy the air, and they will probably be interested in jewelries as well. So these are things we should boutique. Uh, Nigerian business. This is something for CAC people as well. Let me see who else have not touched. Yeah, for food. Yeah, for food. Let me see food. Yeah, for food now. I think somebody who is into food business will probably, this is food blogger, is big, 52 million. Let's see food on this search. So for food now, you probably have to go to people who, all those people who cook online now. All this there's this lady we used for influencing one time. She cooks like this. I've forgotten her name now. So there is African Yummy. Me too, I follow these food people because I like good food. When I see, not like I'm buying, I just like looking at them. Let me see now. African something. Oh, which is, let me see. I think my network is acting up. So guys, can you like give me 5 minutes? My laptop is going to die now. Yemi, please, can you just step in for me? Let me try and put power back on.
Okay. All right. So while Mr. Mayowa isn't here, does anyone have questions? You can put them down pending the time he joins back. Any questions, guys? Do you have any questions? Everyone is quiet. When we set questions now, you better ask and let us give you expo. If you have any questions, just drop them so we can answer them. Oyedele Omolade, you've been quiet. Do you have any question?
No, ma.
I don't.
So you understand everything we've been talking about all day.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great to know. So are you currently into any business that you're doing?
No, no.
Okay. Is there a reason you joined the digital marketing class?
Yeah, because like
Miss-
I I work remotely for like as
Okay.
a social media manager for a brand. So I feel like
Okay.
this course will kind of um I don't know how to put it, like it will improve my skills and um set me up for something bigger.
Okay. And how is that based on the class you joined today? I'm not sure were you here yesterday? I'm not sure.
Yes,
I
I
think you
understand.
missed yesterday.
No, I
Okay.
was
So based on that, do you think that is meeting your expectations? Like the reason for joining?
yes.
Okay, that's good to know.
Thank
So
you, ma'am.
you're welcome. So if you have any questions, please kindly drop them in the comment section so that we can attend to them. So let me just, a lot of people are hiding. I don't know why they're hiding. Faith Ogene, if I'm correct. Yes. Faith Ogene, are you here? Kindly unmute, please. Hmm. Mr. Obara Joseph, are you here? I see you've been going off and on.
I,
Yes, is your network
I'm
bad?
there. Kind of, but at least it's, I'm getting along, but it's not that too bad. But at times I wouldn't hear you people, so I have to go offline and come back again. Join me.
Okay, okay. So based on everything that has been explained, do you understand what we've been teaching you in class? Do you have any complaints? Do you understand everything? Or do you have questions?
Yeah, yeah. So far, I really get. I'm really getting value for this class, like serious one, like a lot has been dish
Okay.
out, and yes, I would like. There are a lot of stuff that have been dish out that one could just take his time and
I am
practice.
I'm back.
And
Okay.
second,
All right.
and second,
So what did they say behind my back? Did they say I'm not doing well?
Oh no, you've been getting great comments. You're
Don't mind
actually
me.
doing
Please,
well.
please,
So
the feedback is important. Please, if you feel there's something you would have preferred, we can always
yeah.
improve on that and give you the best experience. So
Yes.
the importance of the whole thing is so that you understand everything, and even after this whole session, the whole 1 month thing, you can at least put your feet on ground and get started with your digital marketing journey. And I know that I think somebody said she wasn't expecting it to be this. I don't know, but digital marketing, there's this perception that is probably just go on social media, post, and all of that. That was what I said during orientation, that there are a lot of, it's a broad scope. There are people that are just, what they just do is just pick up their phones, record themselves, and they call themselves social media gurus. Yeah, they enjoy it because they enjoy the benefits of it, because most of these platforms now, they are kind of tailored to creators, yeah, rather than businesses. For example, as a creator now, I can use all these sounds online. But if I have an account and I register it as a business account now, the sounds I can use, for example, on TikTok or on Reels will be limited. I'll be limited to the features I can use because of copyright, because they believe as a business you are out there to make profit. But for a creator now, they tend to use a lot of these features on these platforms. So there's the social media manager, somebody who just a social media influencer, just pick your camera, record yourself thing. Then there's the work behind it, which is the overall strategy. when you look at all these people that do these things, they are, for example, for a business, they have somebody who is actually with the digital marketing person who does all the strategy and preparation that brings the results you see outside. So that's why it's like that. So like I was saying, we were back to food, right? So yeah, I was African Yummy. I follow this account. So it's also a way for food person now. You look at what these people are, the African Yummy, the food bloggers. What's this name of? I've forgotten the name of this particular lady I follow on that we use as an influencer. Then it was for the business I told you about, the e-commerce where you buy food stuff from the market. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so when you buy food stuff from the market and you deliver to their doorstep, right? So I think is it Ada or something? I've forgotten her name now. So we used her then for it. So she posted on our platform and we had people coming in. So it's also part of your digital marketing strategy, using influencers to push your brand as well. These influencers, the why you have to use them is because they are creators, right? And they enjoy they enjoy all the immunity online. They Facebook Instagram and whatever platform allows them to use a lot of these tools that are not available to businesses. Once you are registered as a business, you might be limited to things you can do. Yeah. So you use them and you leverage on their influence to build your brand. So like I was saying, you can research on these people. Sorry that you are seeing fish on my screen because so what does she use? She uses pepper soup. She doesn't use. I don't think all these are hashtags are even hashtags that are, let's see. So I think this is a big hashtag too. I don't know if you are cooking food and it's pepper soup. I think it's high time you add hashtag pepper soup there because this is 107,000 posts on pepper soup alone. So that means the hashtag is, so that's why I said it's also important you research on your competitors, look at what they are doing, look at their hashtags, the ones that you feel you can. Let's see this one. Maybe you should use hashtag Momo. Okay, she's just using hashtag viral gain. I think she copied this from somebody. So let's see this. This is Bookast, food vlogger Nigeria. So these are hashtags you can use as well for don't use this. This is just way too low. She just probably came up with it off her head. So you see why you don't just think of something and you just put hashtag behind it, or else you are trying to be the creator of that hashtag and you pray to God that people jump on the hashtag to make it have enough reach. But so food vlogger now, you have like 584,975, 584,000 reach for food vlogger. So these are hashtags you can use. So even when you use these hashtags now, you click on them, you can also, this is Jamarita or what? Okay, this is so which is also one of the reasons why I said when you are using hashtags, try and use location-based hashtag as well. For example, this is probably from Pakistan or Philippines or where. So yeah, the hashtags, you use some hashtags, but you don't always limit yourself to just hashtags that you are just looking at the numbers. You have to consider your location as well, so that your targeted audience will be people within your who would actually be able to patronize you. Yeah. So which is food vlogger Indonesia. You see, this is location based. Let's see okay, we are seeing food vlogger in Ibadan, but we have 188 posts, which is small. The food vlogger Nigeria. Let's see. Nobody's using that in Nigeria. So food blogger now. Food blogger Nigeria. You have 1,800, and you can still add this to your posts. So and like I said, for Instagram, for example, is limited to 30 hashtags. So you can always leverage on that. When you grow big, you can now stop using hashtags like that. But when you are still trying to build your page organically, that's the essence of hashtags. They help you reach more people organically. If you just post your content and it's not a video now, your content is not a video, you don't have trendy sound attached to it, you have to use hashtags so that it will reach a certain number of people organically. So like I said, you have a Twitter as well. Yeah, you can create hashtags from here for Twitter as well. So let's see what comes out for Twitter. So we have so for Twitter, there's hashtags and there's keyword. So this is keyword on Twitter. For Nigeria now, we have 24 keywords. So there's hashtags. So these are hashtags you can also use for Twitter. I said 11, foodie beauty, food blogger, food for thought. This one does not relate to food hygiene. So these things. So for example, also on content marketing, do we know this guy, Aproko Doctor? If you know Aproko Doctor, can I see thumbs up? You know Aproko Doctor? Yeah. What does Aproko Doctor do? It creates value. What's the value? Drink water. Your kidney, this. Nobody asked him, right? Nobody's telling him to do these things, but he's doing it. And is he enjoying it now? He's enjoying it now. He has the influence now. Some people even for example now, there was something I learned from him. I heard it was from him. I learned that when you brush, you don't you don't wash your mouth. When you finish brushing, you just spit out the thing. Then you don't pour water to rinse your mouth. It was for me I learned that it's not advisable you do that, because the idea is for the whatever thing is inside the toothpaste to actually work on your teeth, rather than just spitting out the whole thing and washing it with water. So you just spit it out, you don't wash it with water. What you wash with water is just your mouth, not the inside. You understand? So people now see him as an industry expert, a brand authority, somebody they can bank on. Some people might even argue with their local doctors because Aproko Doctor said this thing. That is content marketing at its best. Now you see he has gone from just typing it on just tweets. Usually what he does before was just tweet it. Now he has take it in a notch higher. Now he creates video. He adds funny sounds to it, creates memes. There was one time he was doing a native doctor kind of thing. So that's content marketing. Which is why I said these things it favors personal brands and influencers more than businesses in a certain way, which is why businesses also collab with them to create these things for them. Now you see the business I worked with, there was a time we featured, I told about, is it Laura Ikeji now, when she was saying, she buys market, well, Laura Ikeji, yes, we partnered with Laura Ikeji. Then she said if she wants to buy food stock, she goes to, instead of going to Oja Ingbo, instead of going to so and so place, what she just do is go to our website now. She used our website then, suko.ng, blah blah blah, this. So that's content marketing in its overall sense. So that's basically everything. So now the Google Docs I was showing before is just I'm going to share these templates with you, but before I share it with you, I'm going to clear away something so you can always use it to create because these are things that you eventually create. You have to create a content plan, then you have to develop a 1 week content document based on what what you've learned. Then we also have to talk about content second. I also have to talk about content tools now. Content creation tools. What are the tools you can use to create videos? You can use to create graphics, images. So one of these tools is Canva. There's Canva. There's Canva, and I'm going to drop a link to a video you can watch on how to create video on Canva. I'm going to drop that link now. How to create designs on Canva, actually, graphics, images. So you can always create video. We know how to create video now. Create video by yourself, record yourself, then you can take it to TikTok to edit or use CapCut. So we have CapCut, we have Canva, we have InShot, and I'm very sure for the females here, they most of them know how to use all these video editing tools because they use it for their videos very much. So let me just copy the link to this video now. Just a second, sorry. Sorry, is someone saying something? Sorry, so I just dropped the link to the video on how to create graphics on Canva. So you can watch this video to create graphics on Canva. Then that would, and to also create video, you know how to create video contents already. Just record yourself, record whatever you are doing, then you can always post. So you can see, for example, here now, you see people posting videos, for example, for a food vlogger now, people post videos of them cooking, trying to cook something. And if you these are multiple images, yeah. So these are examples of things you can do. For somebody in logistics business, you can create content with your logistics business, give value, tips on why you should order maybe early in the morning or at night before, so that you can get your the funny thing about these things are sometimes there are even things these people would normally know, but you saying it kind of makes more sense. Not like it doesn't make sense to them. So there are always tips around how life can be better for them with your products. So you can always create your logistics business now. You are going for delivery in the morning, record a video of your rider kit up, telling Monday or something like ready for work, ready for delivery. Add one sound to it. If it's Davido unavailable, but you're available, shall. But you can add that one to it. Add trendy sounds to it. You post before you know, people start texting. Let me use. It seems this logistics person, and leverage on their fears and frustrations. What is the fears and frustrations in logistics business? For example, you have a rider not coming on time, rider stealing from taking from their customers what they are supposed to deliver, rider, every other problems you feel are in those business. Try and address them in terms of content and leverage on those things to stand out from every other person and your competitors. So I think I'm done with today's class. Thank you very much. So if you have questions, I think hear me.
Thank you all for joining today's class. That was an insightful section. Thank you, Mr. Mayowa. Really appreciate this. So if you have any questions, please kindly drop it in the comment section, or you can also drop it on the WhatsApp group. Someone will attend to you there. So you can do that as well. So for those people that joined the class late, we had some people write their attendance. So what you're going to do is copy. I'm trying to see if I'm able to copy those people, that the last set of people to write their attendance, and paste. So if your name is not here and you're currently in class, it would be great for you to just put your name underneath, copy and paste. so that you can be included in the attendance. And remember that attendance is very, very important. So please kindly drop your name. Okay, Grace Etta. All right. So I'll assume it's only Grace Etta now that doesn't have a name written yet. So yeah. So your name has been recorded, Grace. So thank you all for joining. See you same time tomorrow by 10 a.m. Please don't be late. I think we've resolved the issue where some people were unable to join yesterday. So thank you for joining. Have a nice day, everyone. Bye.
Yeah, thank you
And
guys. Bye bye.
expect your assignment and forms as well. All right. Bye.